This is a retelling of Lorna Little's book, The Mark of the Wargle. Children, this is a story about the Wargle, the sacred water snake who inhabited the waterways in the country belonging to the Noongar people. It is also the story of how a little boy received the Wargle for his totem. The Wargle was the big boss of all the snakes. It was his job to protect his family of snakes. The elders told the children that they must not swim in the river where the Wargle rested. If the children had to go past this cave, they were to throw dust into the water so the great snake would not see them. They must run past as quickly as possible, because if the Wargle opened his eyes and saw them, he would give a great flick of his tail and knock them into the water, and then he would eat them. There was one boy named Barty who didn't believe the old people. He thought to himself,
I don't think the Wargle does live in the river, and I don't think we need to throw dust in the water because he's not there. How can he see us?
One day, Barty was walking along the river with his friends. His friends all threw dust in the water and ran, but Barty stayed behind. Barty ran down to the river and dived in. Down, down he went, deeper into the cave under the river gum tree.
It's very dark and cold, but I can't see anything. I don't think there's anything down here,
he thought. Barty was just about to swim back up to the surface when something cold and slimy touched his leg. He looked around, and there was the giant snake. The Wargle was huge, and he looked ready to eat him. Barty cried,
Please, please don't eat me. I'm sorry, I didn't believe the old people. I didn't mean to disturb your sleep. Please, I'm too small to eat.
The Wargle looked him up and down.
True, you are very small and skinny, and I do prefer a nice big juicy kingfish, but you've seen my sleeping spot and might go and tell everybody.
Barty said,
If you let me go, I promise I'll never tell anybody about you.
The Wargle thought for a while. Then he said,
All right, I'll let you go, but as your punishment for not listening to your elders and disturbing my privacy, you will never, ever talk again. From now on, you must also look after my snake family and make sure they are not mistreated by men.
Barty was grateful to be alive. He shot up to the surface of the water and crawled ashore. Barty walked away from the river, cold and shivering. His friend came to him and began asking him questions.
What happened to you? What did you see? Did you see the Wargle? What did he look like?
But Barty could not talk. He couldn't tell his friends about meeting the sacred water snake. From that time on, Barty looked after the snakes. He picked them up and stroked them, and he never got bitten, because the Wargle had put the mark of the snake on him. Barty never spoke again because of his promise. The only sound he made was the sound of the snake. Hiss!